Hello everyone, myself Kalpana Chaudhary, Department of Chemistry, RBNB College, Srirampur. Today we are going to see the topic Nuclear Chemistry and Radioactivity of 11th Standard. Now in this topic we have to see the applications of radioisotopes. Now here most important application, that is radiocarbon dating. Radiocarbon dating. What is the use of this radiocarbon dating? This technique is used to find the age of historic and archaeological organic samples such as wood samples and animal and human fossils. Here, this is the very important applications of this radiochemistry. Here, radiocarbon dating, that is used to find the age of historic and archaeological organic samples. Now let us hear how that technique is used. Here in the first step, what happens? Radioactive carbon 14 that is formed in the upper atmosphere. How that is formed? Radioactive carbon 14 that is found in the upper atmosphere. How that is formed? Here what happens? Bombardment of this neutron on nitrogen 714 that takes place, and by bombarding of this neutron, here formation of this radioisotope of carbon 614 takes place along with the emission of hydrogen 1H1. This carbon 14, that is unstable isotope of carbon, that is found in the upper atmosphere and that is formed by the bombardment of neutron on the nitrogen 714. And here what happens? This carbon C614 formed in the upper atmosphere that combines with oxygen. From the atmosphere and will get formation of carbon dioxide, but here carbon is found to be 14. Carbon 14, isotope of carbon that combines with oxygen, atmospheric oxygen, and will get formation of CO2, but which CO2? That carbon is found to be 6C14 isotope of carbon, and this carbon dioxide with 14 atomic mass of carbon that mixes with ordinary carbon dioxide. Because we know that in ordinary carbon dioxide, carbon is found to be 6C12. Which isotope of carbon is found in ordinary carbon dioxide? 6C12. In the upper atmosphere, which isotope is formed? Carbon 6C14 by the bombardment of neutron on the nitrogen nucleus. And this carbon dioxide 14 that combines with ordinary carbon dioxide with carbon having atomic mass 12. Now here this carbon dioxide that is absorbed by plants during photosynthesis. We know that in case of photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is absorbed by the plants to generate their foods. And so here, whatever that carbon dioxide is found in nature, that all is absorbed by the plants for the photosynthesis process. And we know that animal eat plants, and hence carbon 14 becomes a part of plant and animal bodies. Here what happens? In the upper part of the atmosphere, carbon 14 is formed by the bombardment of neutrons on the nitrogen nucleus, and that carbon 14 isotope of carbon that mixes with oxygen to form carbon dioxide with atomic mass 14. And in atmosphere, ordinary carbon dioxide is found that is having carbon with atomic mass 12. Now, we know that for the photosynthesis process, plant absorbs carbon dioxide. Now here plant are absorbing carbon dioxide, that may be ordinary carbon dioxide or that may be from the upper atmosphere, that is carbon dioxide with atomic mass 14 for carbon atom. And here all that animals are eating plants, and so here carbon dioxide is found to be the part of plants as well as animals. Now here what happens, as long as plants are alive, the ratio carbon 14 to carbon 12 that remains constant. Whenever that plants are found to be alive, the ratio of carbon 14 to the carbon 12 in the bodies of plants that found to be constant. But when plant dies, we know that when plants dies, obviously the photosynthesis process also stops. No more photosynthesis available for the plants when plants are dies. And hence here what happens, this ratio carbon 14 to carbon 12 that decreases. When that decreases, when plants dies, because photosynthesis process is not found to be no more, that is not found in plants when plants are dying. Now here with the decay of carbon 14, because here decomposition of carbon 14 takes place, and this carbon 14 that is having half life 5730 days, and here decay of this carbon 14 takes place, and here again emission of beta particle takes place, and we'll get formation of nitrogen nucleus with atomic number 7 and atomic mass 14. And so if we consider the activity capital N of given wood sample and that of fresh sample N naught. For example, here if we consider the activity of wooden sample given for the measuring of that age, that is N, and if we consider the fresh sample of that wood, its activity is given by N naught, and that can be measured by using our formula for the alpha for decay constant. Now here what is this N naught? What this N naught indicates? N naught, that is the activity of fresh sample, but what that indicates here, that denotes activity of sample at the time of death. That indicates activity of the sample at the time of death, and hence here the age of given wood sample rather than the period over which it has remained dead, that can be measured by using our formula T is equal to 2.303 divided by lambda log to the base 10 N naught divided by N, and here lambda is equal to half life is given by 0.693 divided by T half, and here T half, that is half life for carbon 14 isotope, that is found to be 5730 years. Now if we put the value of half life of carbon 14 isotope in the formula of decay constant, that is alpha, then here we'll get alpha is equal to 0.693 divided by 5730 years, and this calculation gives us the value 1.21 into 10 raised to minus 4 per year. And in this way we can use the radiocarbon dating process for the measurement of the age for the historic as well as for that archaeological organic samples. Thank you.